I'm Evan, and today I'll be arguing on the pro side of the argument why there should be stricter gun control laws. So let's talk about homicides. Homicides is the intentional killing of a person, and my first subpoint will be mass shootings. I'm pretty sure you've heard of these, especially the one in Texas recently at a school. Many criminals and other dangerous people have purchased firearms, aka guns, without a background check, which makes sure they don't have any criminal record. And because of that, 36,000 people die from guns every year, which is about 99 deaths a day, according to Junior Scholastic. If there continues to be barely any background checks, then there will be even more mass shootings like the ones in Sandy Hook and Uvalde. Also, if you want a gun control law to be effective, every single state/city needs to pass it because if there's like only a few cities, you can just hop in a car, drive out of the city, get a gun, drive back into the city. A real world example of this is Chicago, which has a high crime rate, but even though it has really strict gun control laws, it still has a high crime rate because people can just simply drive off Chicago, buy a gun, and drive back in. According to Psychology Today, 20% of the illegal guns in Chicago come from one store outside of the border called Chuck's Gun Shop. Now I'll be talking about why there are homicides. People who usually cause mass shootings and murders have a record of substance abuse, aka alcohol and drugs, and mental illness, which causes them to act differently. According to the Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence, private sales and gun shows like the NRA or other private non-government sponsored sales don't actually require a background check, which makes it so that a dangerous person can just go up to like a private sale, buy a gun, and then go back out without the government interfering in any of this. As long as the person who's doing the sale, and if they're okay, then a criminal can just buy a gun that easily without the government knowing. And now my second contention will be accidental deaths. So I'll be talking about guns in the household. I'm pretty sure you guys all know about guns in the household because some of you might have some of your parents might have bought guns to keep you and your family safe from like burglars, robbers, and other bad people who are trying to break into your house and steal your things or kill you. But did you know that guns are actually counterproductive for self-defense? They actually do more harm than good because according to a study from Southern Medical Journal, a gun in the household is actually 12 times more likely to kill a family member or a visitor instead of an actual bad guy, which makes it so that if there's a gun in your house, you're 12 times more likely to actually die than the hypothetical theory of somebody just trying to break into your house. And now I'll be talking about minor deaths. No, these are not deaths of little importance. These are the deaths of children. Many children don't know how to use a gun, or some don't even know what it is. And then they're like, so they can accidentally hurt themselves or others. According to the Huffington Post, 129 children died because of accidents, and they didn't know what to do with it in 2010 alone. Many parents who actually own guns, like for self-defense reasons, like I said, to kill any bad guys who try to come in, they use improper storage, and they just leave it there unlocked, which means the trigger can be pulled and loaded. So let's say a child is searching through drawers for like fun stuff, and then they find something, and then it's loaded and unlocked, which is a recipe for disaster. According to Every Child for Gun Safety, 100 children were killed in accidents between December 2012 and December 2013. Many of these senseless tragedies could have been prevented if their parents were actually considerate and locked and unloaded their guns before storing them, but the parents were negligent and just left it there. Now here's a brief recap. First, I talked about homicides and how there aren't really any background checks, and then I talked about how a gun control law must be passed in every city, and then I started talking about how there's not really a background check for private sales, so an easy person, so a dangerous person can just easily grab a gun and buy it without any government interference. And then I talked about guns in the household being counterproductive for defense and children accidentally dying. For these reasons, this is why there should be gun control laws, so there will never be another mass shooting where anybody, including children, die again. Thank you.